So I used to do little posts on my wall, but I don't do that anymore because the Holy Spirit scared a lot of people on my old channel away, which was great. Because I am just gonna have a little fun today. Today is great. I'm gonna just charge my phone when I get home, and I gotta be at the college for a little orientation, so I can get ready for class, get on a little payment plan, and get everything settled. And I gotta go back to the job and get my check later. The checks come at 10, but I'm gonna come back. Honestly, if I don't have enough time, if I can't make, because I feel like there ain't gonna be nobody there, I'm not gonna make it at 2. I may just do it tomorrow, to be honest with you. But the school is, I gotta get that done. I don't feel like I'm gonna make it. Who knows if there's gonna be anybody there? That's my only thing. But yeah, I'm good, guys. So in this video, I wanna name and explain 5 movies that I deem to be extremely racist, and they're not. None of these movies that I'm gonna name, none of them are Birth of the Nation, The Django Unchained, Pulp Fiction. They're actually black movies that I think are very racist. They're bad stereotypes, and I'm gonna talk about them in this video. And a lot of these are from my time I grew up in, or some of these could be old movies too. So I'm currently non-secular, so I'm not going to watch the movies again myself. But starting off, if you ever heard of the movie The Blind Side from 2009, I think that's a very racist movie. All right, and I may do another part to this because I don't want to go over 10 minutes. But that's a very racist movie because everybody, I probably seen it like 2 times. I remember when we saw Where the Wild Things Are with Max Records. This is like 2009. They showed the trailer for it, and I was like, oh man, wonder how it's going to turn out. And I think I saw it like a year later when it came on TV, and I was just like, when I watched that movie, every encounter in that movie that he had with a black person was negative. I mean, every encounter. And mine's is too, to a certain degree, but I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I look at people as individuals. I don't want you getting the perception that I think that one race is better than the other, or all races are like this. Like, yeah, some stereotypes are true, but I look at people as individuals. I don't look at, like, if it's an individual, because, like, it helps when you are an individual versus, like, a collective. Like, I can look at the person as an individual than an entire group. Like, if I see an entire group, I'll look at a group. I'll just have a bad, I'll have prejudice off of the group, but not the individual. But that movie was racist as ever, because every encounter he had with a black person was negative. And not just that. It's not that. I mean, the fact that they lied too, because he was offered, people of all races open up their home to him. He just found the Tuohys to be more caring. He just found them to care a little bit more than the others. But blacks and whites open up their home to him. But in the movie, everybody that he had an encounter with that was black, it was a bad experience. And it's very depressing to watch. I don't recommend watching that movie. Just how they have a list of banned books, they should ban that movie from all schools. And another thing that bothered me about the movie too they portrayed him like guys. I was about 22 until I learned how to talk. Well, my speaking got a little bit better. I used to stutter a lot, and I wasn't very good with. I didn't have a very great vocabulary. I still need to work on that now. But when you have bad speech and reading skills, I don't think you should still. You shouldn't like emphasize that even after the fact that even after when you overcome your illiteracy or your like your problems with speech, they should at least show you have evolved from that. And in the whole movie, they portrayed him like he was dumb as a, I don't use the word dumb, but they portrayed him like he was like a box of rocks, like he was just like a rock, a rock with legs. He sound nothing. When you hear him talk on interviews, he sounds nothing like the actor that portrayed him. They did him pretty dirty with his portrayal in that movie. I'm sorry, man. They did him dirty. Number 2, Soul Plane. If you want to, now, I think Soul Plane was a bigger minstrel show than Birth of a Nation. If they didn't delete it off YouTube, look at the original minstrel shows of the 1900s. Like, you look at Soul Plane, it is a minstrel show. You find every stereotype ever imagined, and you combine them with actors of all groups. It's like Soul Plane. It's like it wasn't a bad movie. I remember on the Boondocks. See, the Boondocks. I don't understand. Most people on the Boondocks were on Soul Plane. Like Granddad was on there. Uncle Ruckus was on there. He played the gay guy. Mostly everybody on there everybody on the Boondocks was on Soul Plane, but they sort of like clown Soul Plane in the movie. But I find a lot of the stereotypes in that movie to be just unbearable to even endure watching. Next movie is Precious. That's another movie filled with stereotypes. Now, there are, look at all this noise. When you have a movie with every stereotype imagined, but it's not a comedy, it's a drama, that makes it more depressing. Like when it's a drama and you know they don't intend for you to laugh. Let me yes, Precious was another stereotypical movie because it's not a comedy. I mean, Blindside wasn't a comedy either, but it's depressing and it shows the worst stereotypes of black women. I mean, Section 8, 2 kids before 18. Section 8 is below, like, the projects. I've never been on welfare, but I know that's, like, worse than like, the projects itself. I'm getting on the part to this in almost 10 minutes.